Hi all, my name's Marty and today I want to introduce my new YouTube channel, UNESCOLOGY. Firstly, a little bit about me, pharmacist by trade, aspiring fantasy author, avid traveller, history and archaeology enthusiast, and now I'm dabbling in a bit of YouTube. I was born and raised in the best little country in the bottom corner of the world, Aotearoa in New Zealand. What's this channel about? Well, it's going to be a long series of videos where I go through all the UNESCO World Heritage Sites of the world, country by country. Yes, and I do mean all and more. So we're in for the long haul, hopefully. Bit of background, what is UNESCO? It stands for the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. It was founded in 1946, based off an idea originating way back in the League of Nations, which is the United Nations predecessor that fell apart around the time of World War II. So obviously it's part of the UN, 193 members, based in Paris, which is in Europe somewhere anyway. They do a lot of good stuff, improving race relations, supporting freedom of the press, education and research, diddly-ding, biggity-bag. But for our sake, the most important function is to encourage the identification, protection and preservation of cultural and natural heritage around the world, considered to be of outstanding value to humanity. The first big play to protect historic sites, the big move, was in Egypt in 1960. The amazing temples of Abu Simbel were in danger of being flooded by the construction of the Aswan Dam. They swooped in, they took them apart, they rebuilt them on higher ground. After that great success, they started doing more, saving places like Venice, Angkor Wat. Then they were like, hey, we should make something to protect all these amazing natural and historic places around the world. Like a list, maybe. So they first came up with a convention concerning the protection of world cultural and natural heritage. It was adopted by the UN in 1972. As of 2020, it's been ratified by 193 state parties, which actually makes it one of the most recognised conventions. 4 members, there's always some who have not agreed. Some random bunch in Liechtenstein, Nauru, Somalia, and Tuvalu. To implement this convention, decide what to add to the list, to maintain the list, to make sure all those countries are doing their part. A World Heritage Committee was formed, representatives from 21 member states on a 4-year rotation. As of June 2020, great year, am I right? There are 1,121 sites, with 879 being cultural, 213 natural, 39 mixed across 167 countries. Remember that, 167. So that means 29 countries don't have a World Heritage Site. That's sad. Don't worry, I'm going to help them out when we come to them. The countries with the most: Italy and China, title 55, followed by Spain, 48, closely followed by Germany, 46, France, 45, India lagged behind with 38. 2019, 29 new sites were added to the list. These days, it seems like it's mostly around 20 and 30 sites per year, mostly cultural. So what's in it for the countries? Well, their site is granted legal protection under international law by UNESCO. The countries can get funds to help restore and protect the site. And there's that tourism boost, feeding more publicity and people wanting to come see this new place. That helps the local economy. So I know what all you people are thinking out there. I've just made a new country on the territory of my house. How do I get my favourite lemon tree inscribed on the World Heritage list? Well, to be selected as a World Heritage Site, the place you're thinking of must be a unique landmark or area, geographically and historically identifiable, which is judged to have special cultural or physical significance to the world. So firstly, start to look around the house. You make your own list of significant cultural and natural sites that you think might fit into this category. This is going to be called your tentative list. Then you get to choose something, a couple of things maybe, from that site, from that list, and go through the nomination process. I hope you got a lot of time and a lot of money, because it's long Those are going to be costly. Each nomination is going to get looked over by the experts, the International Council on Monuments and Sites, and the World Conservation Union, who can then make recommendations to the World Heritage Committee. Meet once a year for 4 days, so not sure what they're doing the rest of the time, but they decide which sites are added to the full World Heritage list that year. There's a list of 10 selection criteria that they like to follow: 6 cultural, 4 natural, and they're very wordy. Here they are. However, of course, there's a few problems and downsides to this whole thing. As you're going to see, there's a big argument that Europe is overrepresented and other areas are underrepresented. And then, of course, an increase in tourism can also have some detrimental effects. Too many people in your place, it's overcrowding, more stress and damage to the site, people picking your lemons, if you know what I mean. There's a big lobbying industry for some country. Move over tobacco lobbying. We're talking UNESCO lobbying here. On the other hand, getting a site on the World Heritage List, costly and lengthy, like I said, puts poorer countries at a disadvantage. So it's complicated, like most things in this crazy, cruel, beautiful, amazing world of ours. That's not about all that now. Might tell you more about it as we go, or you can read the wiki article or the whole UNESCO website if you're that keen. How am I going to set this up? Well, for each video, I select a country, maybe 2 or 3, at random, and go through all the World Heritage sites of that country, plus their tentative list. I'm going to tell you where they are, what they are, maybe a bit of history, etc. Now, there's a great deal of variation in how many heritage and tentative sites there are per country. I think the best number per episode is about 10 to 20. So that means some countries, it's going to be split up into multiple episodes. Italy, I'm looking at you, you greedy muv. Well, other countries, the ones with not so many, the little ones, the unlucky ones, the poor ones, I'm going to group together to a max of 3 countries per episode. So I'm going to aim to produce about 1 video a week, but bear with me because I'm an amateur at this stage. I'm trying to learn about video making and editing and all that stuff as I go. Then I'm trying to balance part-time work plus writing and editing 2 books and try to fit in a bit of a life somewhere too. Okay, so this is the part you've been waiting for. The part where I pick my first country, my very first episode. Got them down here somewhere in a bag full of cardboard cutouts that I meticulously cut and inscribe each country in the world. Long process. I'm dedicated. First, I'm going to show you guys something. Maybe you're worried, this channel is going to be a bit dry and boring. It's not. Look at this. Look at this. I got joke books. Not just 1,000 jokes. I got 2,000 jokes. Look at this. When is it bad luck to have a black cat follow you when you're a mouse? Okay. Mary Rose sat on a pin. Mary Rose. I'm done. Okay, serious time here. Here it is, right down here. You know your Satago bag. Look at all this. Look at all this. Wow. Okay, oh, let's throw them back in there. Get a big shake. What do we got? Put my hand in. What would be? Got one. Angola. We don't get Angola first country. That's a bit wacky, isn't it? We've got one World Heritage Site. 13 on their tentative list. So join me next week where we find out what those could be. See you there.